So I wanted to please everybody, and at the same time, because I felt I was going to get some good friends to myself, and honestly, that didn't work out so well. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And it's a girl Grace. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for returning. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post new videos. So today I just want to talk about few mistakes I made as a teenager, and I think in a way they taught me a whole lot of lessons, but I'm kind of regretting a whole lot of things. I just want to help some persons out there who are still teenagers not to make the same mistake that I made, because I believe that teenagehood is a time to lay a better foundation for your life. The very first mistake I made as a teenager is that I rushed into everything. I rushed into everything without having any idea about it. I rushed into relationships, I rushed into business, I rushed into gatherings, social clubs. I rushed into everything without having any knowledge about it. I felt I was enjoying life, so I was very busy rushing into things, and that have a very negative effect in my life, because along the line I came to find out that, oh, you would have sat down to read about this thing very well before going into it. Along the line I came to understand that before you could even take any relationship so serious, you should have asked a whole lot of questions and be sure this is what you want for your life before you go into it. So I made the mistake of rushing into things. I rushed into a whole lot of things so much, and I actually regretted it, because I wish someone told me, don't rush into this thing, just take your time, understand things before you get into it. Today you're privileged to have someone talking to you right now, so if you're rushing into things, I think you have to take a pause and think about it very well before you dive into it. Now, the next mistake I made as a teenager was that I always wanted to please people for myself. I always want to please people. I always wanted to displease myself to please people. I made sacrifices for too many persons who never appreciated it. And the funniest thing of this whole pleasing people is that most times I feel very bad doing it, but I just thought I was gonna get some real friends by pleasing them and displeasing myself, and it didn't go so well. As a teenager, I wanted to please people. Well, to be the reason why someone could be happy. And I tell you the truth, it didn't go down so well. It didn't go down well, because I ended up doing a whole lot of things that I regretted. A whole lot of things. So I would advise you stop pleasing people and start pleasing yourself first. The funniest thing is that the people I always pleased always wanted to please themselves first, and they will tell me things like, I cannot displease myself to please you, but I kept on displeasing myself to please them. So the mistake I made as a teenager was not having standard. Okay, I know some persons will be like, it's not too early to have a standard, but I tell you the truth, not having standard actually ruined my life in a way. I didn't have a standard. I didn't have I was just this open person. Anybody can come in and go out of my life. Anybody can even mess it up and go out. You can even make me feel so emotionally attached and blackmailed and walk out, leaving me depressed. I didn't have any standard for my life. Felt that anything can happen and anything should happen, and I think that was a very, very big mistake, because if I had a standard for my life, I don't think people could easily walk in and mess it up. At least I would be with people I want to be with, and I'm not going to have anything to do with anybody I don't want to be with. So I didn't have any standard, and I think I was helping them, I think I was just trying to show people the good inside of me. But I came to realize after a long time that people who will see the good inside of you will see it, and no matter how good you are, people who wouldn't see the good wouldn't see the good. So I wish I had standard. I wish I had a standard of dating somebody. I wish I had a standard of being friends with someone. I wish I had a standard of going out. I wish I had a standard. I just wish I had a standard. Honestly, I wish I had a standard as a teenager. Probably my life wouldn't have been as bad as it was. So you out there right now, you're catching fun. I know you're catching fun, and that's very good. But I'll tell you that you need to have standard. You don't need to allow anybody to just walk in and walk out of your life, leaving you messed up. So you need to have standard. No, you just really need to have standard. I made as a teenager is that I never had a goal or a dream that I was pursuing. I just wanted to live life just like that. Okay, I woke up every morning without thinking of anything in particular that I was chasing. I wish I had a dream that I was chasing and probably researching about. Not maybe not going into the dream so fully, but maybe having a whole lot of knowledge about it, not just going to school and then coming out to look for a job. I wish I was chasing a particular dream, like this is what I want to be, this is who I want to be, this is who I see myself being, and probably just doing some research about it. That would have really helped me so much. So I have to make the same mistake. So you could check into your life. If you are having the same problem, I think you have to rethink. Next big problem I had as a teenager was I always wanted to meet up with other people's standard, and I think that means I was living a fake life. Yeah. I was not being me. I was trying to copy somebody. I found it hard to be original because I felt that the whole world or people in the world actually don't like original people. So I felt I couldn't be original, and I wanted people to like me. Don't forget I said I was displeasing myself to please some other person. So I wanted people to like me. So I found it very difficult, very, very, very difficult to be myself. At each point in time, I was always trying to copy somebody, talk like somebody, walk like somebody, write like somebody else, and I tell you, it was so very boring. I was suffocating, but I just kept doing it, and it didn't turn out so well. I just came to realize after a long while that being original is very, very, very attractive. So if you're out there trying to copy someone, probably you feel that that's the reason why the person is popular, or that's the reason why the person is going places. I tell you, should that's wrong. Stop it. Stop trying to copy somebody. Can't somebody copy you? I wanted to build a life in such a way that people will copy you. So that was the mistake I made as a teenager. These 5 mistakes are what I made as a teenager. And one more bonus mistake I made as a teenager that I regret so, so, so much is that I didn't have the ability to speak up for myself. Okay, by that I simply mean that I was not able to say no when I should say no, and I was not able to say yes when I should say yes. In fact, I just allowed anything to happen to me. Like most times I want to say no. I know this thing is not good and I really want to say no to it, but I just find myself saying yes. And sometimes I just keep silent and the person just thinks she said yes, and before you know what's happening, we are into it already, and really did me a whole lot of harm. So I wish I could have the boldness to say yes and to say no. So come to think about it right now, I really messed up. I really made a big mistake by not being able to say yes when I should, and not being able to say no when I should. I know a whole lot of you out there are fighting the same thing. I know a whole lot of you out there are making these mistakes. I'll tell you, you should better change it, because your teenagehood is simply a foundation for your life. You know, it's simply a foundation. It's going to be really hard to break habits you build up as a teenager. It's going to be really hard. Like, you need time to really break such habit. And I've been breaking a whole lot of negative habits I brought up from my teenagehood. For example, I no longer care so much about what people will say or what people will think. I'm not interested in pleasing anybody anymore, and I think that has been a very huge success, and a whole lot of habits that have been changing. So you could still change whatever negative habits you have as a teenager, because I tell you, you're going to realize one day that you made a whole lot of mistake. So this is the end of this video, and I hope someone was inspired not to make the same mistake that I made. And watching, if you find this so inspiring and helpful, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. And most importantly, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Click on the subscription button down below, and equally click on the alarm button to get notified whenever I post new videos. Thank you very much.